Hey tubers, Bart coming at you. Happy Saturday. Got a sub return in 75 cards modern, sent in last February of 2021, and just got them back. So I sent in a ultra modern sub about a month after these, and they beat them here by about 2 weeks. So I'm home alone with 3 boys, so if you're screaming in the background, all is normal, but they're all in the pool, and it's what they do. They act a fool. They are in the competition phase of their childhood with their brothers. But overall, I'm content with this. There is a couple of WTFs in here, but once you look at them, I figured out the reason for most of them. So we'll get into it. A lot of PC stuff, or just stuff I had around that I thought was sub-worthy. There's a 94 Kevin Green in the Steelers, PSA 10. Sub 2 of these. The rookie year, all Madden Emmitt Smith. One got an 8. And I did get a keeper because I got a 9. So I'm pretty happy about that. Those are cool looking cards. Sent in a Tommy boy. First year tops, not the base, but the weekly wrap up. Still a good card in a mint 9. I think that goes for maybe like $100 or something like that. So can't beat that. Future watch potential, Veterans Committee, 30 years down from work done, Hall of Famer type guy, but still a good card to have if you watch football in that era. A more probable future Hall of Famer, the Rondé Barber from 97. Got the mint 9. Logan Mankins, all-time Patriot. Does have a pretty good resume to go along with those rings. So we'll see. That is a 05 SP Authentic 750. Got the mint 9. Those are tough to come by. I think even that raw card cost me like $40. He was injured a lot this year. But probably the best center of this era, Alex Smack, and he's a current 49er. Gem 10 on the 09 Upper Deck Philadelphia. Another one just had been sitting in my grade pile for so long, and I was like, it's a 10, and this was one of those rushed subs. Hey, I gotta get it out. They're changing prices. This one, these were $12 a pop. The Ultra Modern that I just got back 2 weeks ago was $15 a pop. And it was like, hey, if this never comes below 20 or 25 bucks a sub again, like, I gotta send in some stuff. Otherwise, it'll never get sent in because I wouldn't send it at those price points. So that's one of those. That's the Super Bowl win from 45. Super Bowl 45. Here's and there's a good bit of 2010 all-decade football guys in here, and they have some interesting rookie cards to go along with it. So his only rookie card, because I'm not a fan of the set registry using autos for their rookie cards, but when they only have one and it's an auto, like a Contenders auto, that's what you get. So the Chris Harris from the all-decade team of 2010, that's 2011 playoff, mint 9, pop 4, none higher. I got a pile of these, and I thought I sent the best looking one, but this guy does have a couple of surface nicks on it, but I don't know why it warranted a 7, really, but it does have some surface stuff. But I thought I could pull an 8 or 9, and if they really were getting after the surface stuff, then there you go, you're stuck with the 7. So that sucks. Fletcher Cox. a little upset about this. I thought one of these would pull. They both were good-looking cards. This centering was just different, but I could make an argument why that was what the centering was supposed to look like, kind of, for both of them. One more so than the other, but sent in the Bobby Wagner rookie from 2012 Prism, first year Prism. And I got 2 8s. I thought this one was much better than the other. I thought I could pull a 10 and a 9, to be honest with you. But this one is better centered than this one. This one's a little bit more not centered top to bottom, but I thought I was good. But I don't know. If grades come back down, I might play with that one and send it again in for experiment purposes. Here is by far the biggest card of the sub. And it's probably only going to go up, so it's pretty cool. His only rookie card as well. If he gets a couple of more postseason kicks in, could go down as the kicking GOAT. Justin Tucker, most accurate kicker of all time. Also one of the best long-distance field goal kickers, so you don't see those two things mixing very often. And he has that 66-yarder for the NFL record. So PSA 10, Pop 10. I bought the raw card for 180 bucks, so that was a lot for me. But with his only one, and this was definitely somebody that you're gonna, if you're a football collector at broad scale, this is one of the ones that, you know, he's going to be an all-timer. And so not many comps on this, but the last BGS 9.5 sold for a little under 2,500 bucks. So a PSA 10 is doing pretty well. It is a beautiful card. I had my fingers crossed the whole time because when I got it in hand, I was like, this sucker is immaculate. So as long as, you know, they count the centerings tops to bottom, which you can't really tell on your own very well, then it'll be a 10. So that was one of the ones I was definitely looking for to see what it would get back. And those are the kind of cards that like change the mood one way or the other for your overall sub. 2010 all-decade punter Johnny Hecker, PSA 10. I was pretty happy with these 2014s because they're kind of tough grades. They don't come centered very often. The Super Bowl MVP with the Seahawks, Malcolm Smith from 2014 and a PSA 10. Sent in 2 Devontae Adams from 14 Chrome. Got double mint 9s on that one. And sent Stephon Diggs in, fellow Terrapin from my alma mater, Maryland. PSA 10. I hope this is still a decent card. It was a lot better when I sent it, but he got injured and fell off the face of the earth for a year. But Michael Thomas, rookie, pink prism, PSA 10. Well, Tommy boy. Not a fan of Tom Brady. Most of you out there know that, but he is still part of the hobby. His cards sell well, so if you got a good one, it's worth getting graded just for the, you know, the someday return. But he's still somebody, you know, ought to get represented a little bit in the PC, even if he's a Schmeichel. But check this out. Got the TJ Watt. I had one of these and sold it with the big sell-off of last year, but got a gem 10 on one and a mint 9 on the other. So happy to pull a 10 on one of those. Sent in an Aaron Jones prism from 2017. Got the mint 9. Sent in 2 Myles Garrett's. Both mint 9s. Sent in this Charles Barkley. Sir Charles was my guy back in the day, but I also have a lot of 90 hoops in penny sleeves, in card savers, ready to go. But I just wasn't real confident on how they would grade, even though they're as sharp as possibly could be coming out of the pack. And this was a little bit of my answer. Sent in a good-looking Charles Barkley and still nailed an 8. The centering is not perfect top to bottom, but other than that, I mean, edges and stuff, that's as good as I'm going to find. Because these things come out of the packs rough, even out of sealed boxes. 93 Finest, this one's cool. Shaquille O'Neal, got the mint 9. Then this 95 SP Hollow Views Shaq. That's a tough to show what that really looks like in all that glare, but pretty cool mint 9 there. Sent in this Kobe from 02 Chrome. Got the mint 9. Here's the first WTF of the sub. I expected a 9 on this, and it got a 3. So 96 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor preview version of Barry Bonds, and there is not a. I only expected a 9 just because, you know, they're rough on these things, and they'll just give you the token 9 and you can't say nothing about it. Edges are good to go, back and front, corners. All of it's good to go. And so how the hell did it get a 3? And I never saw it before, but I'll give the deference to the grader and say this one was on me. There is a crease somehow in the middle. Does not appear on the front. Again, perfect edges and quarters. And somehow just got this gnarly crease going in the middle. So I will crack that out and just put it in a nice mag, which is what it was in before. But I wanted some more Bonds in my PC, and since I had some, I figured let's grade some before I go buying some PSA 9s for inflated prices. So with that, I got 3 more Bonds, and these are some beauties. And this is the most beautiful one. Look at this thing. PSA 9 of 99 Chrome. Lords of the Diamond Refractor. Just a gorgeous card. And I love this era of refractors and stuff because it tells you, boom, right there. Refractor. I don't need to be confused or nothing. From 2000 Chrome. Power Players Refractor. PSA 9. Again, it says refractor right there. Because a lot of guys list these in eBay and they just shine a spotlight on it and it looks shiny and it's hard to tell, and then they only show you the front photo. But if they give you the back photo, it will say refractor on the back of the card. And then one more from 99 Topps, All Topps Mystery Finest Refractor. Also got a mint 9. Some nice ads there. All right, and this stack is for my All-Star Cups. Sent this in. I knew it would not get a 10 because of the centering, but it was sharp otherwise, and he had just gotten into the Hall of Fame when I sent this in, and the one PSA 10 I ever saw was wicked expensive because the population report was so low, so sent a mint 9 in for the Larry Walker, and I'm happy with that. I could not find a good Mike Piazza in regular Topps to send in, so at the time I did find a Topps Gold Piazza, and they look pretty similar. There's not a whole lot of gold on it. It just says Topps Gold, and then the lettering's a little different there, or the foil. But mint 9 for that one. Happy with this one. I thought it was a 10, but I just couldn't believe it. Part of me was like, there's just no way they're going to give me the 10 on this thing. But they did, and so I'm pretty excited about it. The 97 Jeter. Now, typically these guys get them on their second year. Jeter has his first Topps in 93 and gets his All-Star Cup, All-Star Rookie Cup in 97. But that is a PSA 10. That is a strong card there, so that's pretty cool. Pretty excited about this. I busted a box of this, and the condition of the cards in the box were all over the map. Some stuck together, some were absolutely pristine. It was just a mess. But there were some good ones. And there's an Alfonso Soriano All-Star Cup in a Gem 10. Didn't expect to do that well on this one, but I wanted some more Pujols in the PC. And this was an expensive raw card by itself, and since I already had one, I sent in the Pujols second year cup. Got an 8. This one is eventually they corrected the error. I don't know how far they went, but most of them I think are the error versions. So he's Pujols on the front, but Placido Polanco is on the back in the picture there. But got the 8 on that one, and I'll have to take it based on the edges and stuff. Again, I knew that one wasn't too great, but I wanted it great. Sent in the Ichiro. Got to mint 9. So that's awesome. Rookie cup. Sent in a Verlander. I already got an opening day one of his, which is a white version of this. But got the Verlander base. PSA 9. Disappointed in this one. This one is the most PC of the All-Star Cups that I sent in. And it got an 8, but it's from one of the hardest sets. Still think they should have gave me a 9, but I could see why they did. Some of the corners aren't quite as good as that Verlander. So the Ryan Zimmerman. So I'll be on the hunt for a higher grade on that one, just because that one's, that's all-time PC stuff right there. Sent in a Bellinger from Update, the rookie. Got PSA 9. Sent in the Trey Turner from Chrome, from 17 with the All-Star Cup. His Topps base did not have an All-Star Cup on it, so I had to send in a Chrome. I knew it was going to come with this, but it says black jersey, which I'm not a big fan of because that is not black. That is dark blue. Nats don't have a black jersey. Here's another WTF, but I found a PSA 9 version of this after I sent this off, and it was for cheap enough. I picked it up. I don't know how the hell I missed this at all. But at the time, I didn't have a card of it graded at all. So, 88 Topps 1,000-Yard Club got a 2. And it has a crease going all the way across. It's a super sharp looking card otherwise. Hell, it's got 2 creases. I don't know. That had to have gotten smashed or something. There's no way I would have sent a card with 2 creases like that. But it's, I'm still gonna blame myself. It was a year plus ago. I can't act like, oh, it was perfect. I don't remember that crap. But creases that don't break the paper are tough. I broke a bunch of boxes of 96 Donruss and hit a ton of rookies of everybody. And every once in a while, I send in another TO. I need a PSA 10 of this for his rookie base set. I have all of his cards in 10s, but it's a technicality because I have his printer-proof version, which has a little stamp-out helmet and is one of 2,000. It's mislabeled, and it just says 96 Donruss. So it counts in the set as a PSA 10 of the 96 Donruss, but it's not really a one. And sent that one in. Only got a 9. If that only gets a 9, then I'll just never get a 10 because that's perfect. One more WTF in this pile. I just didn't want these sitting around raw, so I sent in 4 Topps base Frank Gores. I got 2 8s and a 9. I was hoping for 2 9s and a 10 on those. And then one of them got a 5. And it took me a while, but there is something. Some kind of thing stuck to the back of the card. A little tiny piece of wax or, speck of something that is stuck there that I probably could have scraped off and it would have got the 8 or 9, but I didn't. Or I missed it. Jason Kelsey, rookie, PSA 9. Had this in a 10 already, but just thought it was a great looking card. Must have got me on top to bottom on this one, I guess, because left and right is pretty good. Great looking card. Left to right, initially you'd think, hey, well, this S is a lot closer to that M, but no, the other way around. The M is closer to the edge than the S, but if that S were moved over, then you'd start losing his hand. So obviously that ain't the design. So I deduced that that is a top to bottom centering problem. Very happy with this because this is low pop 92 FBI Jerry Rice. Got the mint 9. Star Quest from 98 Upper Deck Choice. Red version. Got an 8. That's pop 1. None higher though. Had this raw and just wanted it slabbed up. Used to have a 10 but sold it off. Lawrence Taylor from 86 got a 7. Good looking 7 though. More all-decade team. Got the Cordell Patterson in a 10 from Chrome. 05 Chrome, another all-decade 2010s. Darren Sproles got a 10. Those are both relatively low pop. The Sproles is pop 26 and the Patterson's lower than that. And then the rest, yeah, the rest of these are set completers for my 90s and 2000s 49ers full run from 1948 on through. And I have spent years busting these boxes, and these were the most gradable versions I ever came across. And so even when they're not 10s, it's like, well, that's the, out of the 6, 7 versions I've gotten out of boxes personally, these are the nicest ones I could find. So the Steve Wallace got a 9 from 93. The Guy McIntyre got a 9 from 93. 94 is really hard. So the Harris Barton got a 9. The John Taylor got a 9. I was a little worried about this one because the coloring is a little off, but it's not as white, you know, but got a 9. Real happy with that. I thought I'd get an 8 on that one for sure. 95s, they just grade me hard on 95s usually, but I usually have real sharp ones because they do come pretty sharp out of the box. It's just a centering thing. But I got the GM10 on the Merton Hanks there. 97 tops, got a 9 on that Brent Jones. 99's a real tough set as well. Centering and chipping. Merton Hanks pulled an 8. The Stokes got a 9. I'm real happy with any of those that get 9s. 2000 tops is stupid hard. They stick together real bad. Terry Jackson got an 8. 01 ain't much easier. Ty Street's got the 8. 04 tops is not too tough though. So Tim Rattay got the 10. Cedric Wilson got the 9. Sent this in just because I didn't want it sitting around raw. So the 94 refractor Steve Young pulled an 8. It's got a bit of a printing line going down. So I think that's where the deduction is because it's actually centered pretty well. And those usually are pretty bad in centering. Sent in 2 Marshawn Lattimores. 4-time Pro Bowler in the first 5 years of his career. One got an 8, one got a 9. I think the 8 is a better looking card than the 9. That's how it goes. Sent in my 86 Steve Young. I had it in a BVG 8, and I've had it for a decade, probably like that. It was centering 7.5, corners 9, edges 9, surface 8.5. So with a lowest of 7.5, I thought I had a good chance of maybe pulling an 8. It did not, but it is a good looking 7. Never had this slabbed up in a PSA. Most of the Niners guys look at me funny for that, but that card isn't in any 49er sets. And since he has the 84 USFL, that's his key rookie. Definitely have that one. And then one other card. Toss this there at the end. I even forgot to put it on the submission sheet. They had to correct me and say, hey, you threw another card in there. But the 01 tops, Fred Beasley got mint 9. So happy with that. This one's kind of funny. So this last number is 5864 is the first 4 numbers. This one's 6123. So they had given away the numbers after this one already. And so this is, you know, a good 100,000, a couple of 100,000 numbers afterwards because my fault on the error, but that's how it worked over the year or so that it was sitting there. So that's what I got for you. Pretty happy with it. Added some good value to the PC there. Filled out some holes in some sets that I have been working on for years. So that's what I got. I'm gonna make another video here soon to show you the 20 cards I'm sending off at $50 a pop. And then I got a bit of a mail day, but I'll share that in a day or two. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your Saturday. Until next time, later.